So I actually started off my career teaching in the Boston public schools in a variety of different roles as an early teacher. So I taught special education, I was a reading teacher, a science teacher at the elementary level. And then I moved to New York City to get my doctorate at Teachers College. And while there, I worked as a staff developer for Lucy Calkins in the Reading and Writing Project and had an amazing learning experience of getting to be in hundreds and hundreds of teachers' classrooms. After that, I was a professor in a graduate school of education in New York. Recently, I've been doing a lot more work of consulting and so decided to leave the college professor position to be with kids every day and teachers where my passion is. My specialty is definitely literacy. I've worked K-12, and so part of what I do is help systems and schools bring that consistency across the different grade levels. My most recent book is called Mindsets and Moves, Strategies that Help Readers Take Charge, and it's really about student ownership and independence, and a lot of the work I've been doing in schools recently is around the research and really practical strategies with independence. So when teachers say things like, the kids just won't do anything unless I tell them to, or I have to hold their hands, or they do it when I'm watching and then the scores or the tests don't really show all the work that they're doing. Like, a lot of the work I'm doing is helping teachers shift what goes on in the classroom so students have more ownership and independence. And because I was a special educator as well as a general educator, a lot of my work is around differentiation and different strategies to meet every student where they are and honor that and love that, but help them move where they need to be. To look at somebody with wonder and awe and curiosity and what can you learn from them. And that's really where my passion is in every interaction with school leaders, with teachers, and certainly with students, to admire them and say, like, what is it that's unique about them? What is it they already know how to do, and how can I build and grow from there? The kids were basically playing a game of what felt like Simon Says. What I mean by that is, it was, asking the teacher, is this long enough? Is this good enough? Am I doing it right? And it's unsustainable. And these really amazing teachers at the end of the day were completely wiped out. And the kids were also feeling like, I think, just carbon copies of trying to please the teacher. And I knew it didn't have to be that way. I knew it from my own experience, but also from a few teachers whose classroom I got to go in and study with. So Mindsets and Moves is about, how do we support a growth mindset for ourselves and our students? And what are some moves we can make as teachers so we don't feel depleted at the end of every day, but energized? And there's really these 4 main moves, which I call the 4 M's. It's really taking on different roles. So the first role is being a miner. And that's a new way of assessing students, of trying to say, what is it they already know how to do that we can build upon? The second is being a model. So how do we not just tell kids, but show kids specifically other ways they could be thinking about and reading the text in their hands? The third role is being a mirror. And when we're a mirror, we're giving kids feedback that lets them know that we see and we validate their work and when to keep using the strategies that are helpful to them. And the last role is being a mentor. What I mean by being a mentor is coaching kids. It's like being on the sidelines the way an athletic coach would be, and not just being a cheerleader, but actually like naming the strategies and the moves that they can make to help them become more independent.